Hey everybody, I'm filming outside again. And this is literally just 2 days, like after my first outside video. And I'm wearing a jacket. It's cold today. Even though the sun's out, don't believe it. It's kind of cold out. It's cold for me, I'm small. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to do another video, especially outside, is because last night I was talking to my friend who used to live in that house I mentioned in part 2. And she was telling me about all these experiences that I guess I forgot about. Oh, please don't run into me. Anyway, that I either forgot about or she just never told me. The thing is, I think she has told me before. I'm getting to it. Anyway, and I had an epiphany after she told me about it. I was like, oh my god, everything makes sense. Anyway, so this is the house again, remember? And I thought there wasn't anything unusual about this place. Well, quite apparently, that is inaccurate, and I'm actually really wigged out to even walk on this lot now. Yesterday, I'm just walking all over the place like there's nothing wrong with it. And today, I'm like, please don't show up, whatever you are. Okay. Anyway, the story that I wanted to tell, because it wigged me out, I'm even walking in the area. Oh my god, it creeps me out. Remember the room I showed you that it was her room? I'll show it to you again because I might as well, because there's no reason for you to go over to the other video just for you to know which room I'm pointing at here. Oh, there's a possum underneath this house too. Anyways, that room. That used to be her room. And her bed used to be literally tucked up underneath the window. And they have like a really shitty AC unit, and I'm pretty sure they still do. I don't know actually. But anyways, so during the summertime, she would just leave her window open and let the breeze in so that she can sleep without dying in the middle of the night. And during one of the summer nights, she woke up for significantly no reason, and she happened to look out her window. I don't know why you would do that, but that's what she did. And she said, basically standing where I am now, there was this white figure running in circles. Like really small circles, like just walking in circles, running in circles like this, I guess, in front of her window. And it was all white. Its lower portion was that of a woman, but its upper portion was that of a really muscular man. And it stopped, looked over at her from here. Okay, so sorry. Looked over at her from right here and just glared at her like the most evil fucking glare in the entire world. And then it suddenly just ran at her at this inhuman speed. And I don't know if I can show you it properly because I can't really see. There's a glare here. But you see where the sand meets this grass here? When he made it to this point, she wigged out, ducked underneath, back onto her bed, and just hid and just closed her eyes and just like cowered in the corner. And she said that she knew that he was right up against the window, just staring down at her, and she refused to look out the window the rest of that night, and then the rest of her entire life. And I don't blame her, because after she told me that, I was like, hey, do you remember that time when... And here's the story. I was sleeping in my room, and I live really, really close to her. Like, we live almost like right next to each other. So I have to be really careful with this location thing. But anyways, and I was sleeping one night, and I woke up from scratching at my window. And it literally terrified me. It sounded like something was trying to get into my room via window. And the next morning, I went outside before like the bus came to pick me up, and I looked at it, and my screen is all torn up. I mean, it's in shambles pretty much. And it happened a couple of more times to the point where literally the screen was just broken and just off the window entirely. And there's even scratches on the actual window. And I don't see why an animal would do that. I mean, especially if it's just one window. I mean, it would make more sense if it was more than just one window, but it was just my window. That's weird. Crap, and there was another thing too. Oh yeah, I remember now. Anyways, and she used to spend the night at my house a lot, so I asked her, I'm like, do you remember, like, anything ever happening to you? Or maybe something I don't remember, because there was, like, so much I kind of forget about some of them. And she goes, yeah, I remember one time where we were spending the night. I'm not trespassing, don't look at me. She said that one time when she was spending the night, we were in my room, and we were not sleeping, but, and all of a sudden we heard something running back and forth from my window, like from one end of, like, the corner of the house to the other end of the corner of the house and going back and forth, back and forth. And I wasn't about to check out outside because I've had really, really bad experiences with windows, especially at night. So I don't look. But she did, and she was like, I don't see anything. Let's go check the surveillance camera. Because at that moment in time, I had a surveillance camera, like, pointed at the street from my house because I was being sexually harassed by the illegal immigrants, which is why it's a sad story, but yeah. So we were trying to catch them in the act because we didn't have actually any proof besides, like, oh, they just happened to be there when it happened. But, so that's why we had the camera. We were trying to catch them. And we would look on the camera and we would see orbs everywhere. And we don't have any street lights here. For some strange reason, my section of this street is the only place where street lights fell over and stopped working. Like, trees knocked them over, and, like, we have no street lights in this tiny little section of the street. And no one's ever put new ones in, and it's been like 15 years. So there's nothing going to reflect it. We don't have any of the lights on. There are no lights in this area. And we are seeing orbs on the camera, just chasing each other down the street, running in circles, going into my yard, and then there's this one enormous red one chasing everything. And I was like, I'm done watching the camera now. I don't want to see anything else. I don't want to see any shadows or ghosts or creepiness. So I stopped watching it. But she loved to watch it all the time. She's crazy. What if she saw something she, like, could never unsee? I don't know. But, I kind of think that's it for now. If I can think of any other creepy stories about this place, then I guess I'll share them with you. But basically the epiphany I got from her experiences that she told me last night, tying in with my experiences, and even maybe with the experience that my mom had when she was walking Doreen, it could have been the same thing. Because, you know, I live basically where Indians used to live. So this used to be like Indian territory. So the energy that could be in this area may not be in actual houses, but it could be the actual land itself. So it's really reasonable for the street itself to be haunted, and therefore whatever we put on the street is also going to have activity in it. And that could be very possible. But I'm gonna go now because I can't think of anything else. I'm pretty sure I'm missing something, but I can't think of it. So I'll see you guys later. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Facebook page. If you have any suggestions as what you want me to record next, you know, just let me know. And I'll do my best to do it. Alright, see you guys. Thank you. Hey everybody, it's me again. I'm sorry that I'm whispering. Just, there's people around. This is my window. I decided I would show you my window. There is a screen on it, but I took it from a different window. And you can see even this one has scratches on it. And I just checked before I decided to start recording. So I was like, I'm just going to see if it's even, like, significant. There are no other screens that have tears in them. Mine is the only one. And this is a replacement screen. And there's already tears in it. And another thing, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it very well. See that crack? That was from the first time. Like the very first time that something tried to get in from my window. That's what it did. And you can't really see those other, like, scratch marks, but that was more significant. And we got, like, another good tear right here. I don't know. It kind of wakes me out a little bit. Um, because another thing I forgot to mention, because I'm so forgetful, I used to have dreams of, like, my bed used to be in the corner here, and sometimes it was also in the corner there. And each time I had, like, had my bed up against or really close to the window here, I'd always have dreams of, like, a white figure, like a really terrifying white face, like right here in the corner, or in the corner, just staring at me, like trying to get in, just like, hey, open up the window. And I was like, fuck yourself. And I always had those dreams, and I always like chalked it up to, demon thingy, or a dream I had about a house I used to live in that I don't actually remember because I was like a baby. So I don't really remember it, but I remember my experience through a dream, and that goes to something really similar, but it wasn't with like a bedroom window, it was like a back door. You would stare in through the back door. So things just like to stare at me through windows. It's creepy. But it kind of reminded me of what my friend was telling me about her experience with things staring at her through windows. But yeah, that's it. See ya.